Hi, I'm Mark Caesar with Ed Clements and Sergeant Sam. Welcome to the vodcast. Let's start, guys, with Timothy Geitner, the man picked by Barack Obama to be the next Treasury Secretary, the man who will oversee the rescue of the United States economy. He has tax problems. Two questions for you. Should he be confirmed in light of these tax problems? And will he be confirmed in light of these issues? Sam, you go first.
I'll tell you what, he will be confirmed, and no, he shouldn't be confirmed. There is no way under God's green earth that a man who has violated IRS rules to the tune of not paying his FICA taxes,
Social Security taxes,
and Social Security taxes on earned income such as contract labor. He signed documents that said he would be paid an extra 15% to compensate for him having to pay it. He took that 15% and didn't pay it. The Obama campaign came up and found it. And
the IRS
originally found it, right.
Found 2 years where he didn't pay Social Security.
And then the Obama campaign found 2 more years.
Yes.
Well, he paid the first, then paid the second. Well, is this guy totally inept? Well, if he is, he certainly doesn't need to be in that leadership position.
Petty politics. He doesn't have a tax problem anymore. He's paid everything back. I think he'll be confirmed.
Oh, yeah.
As Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina said, a very staunch conservative Republican said, this is petty politics and you're being very petty with the guy. I know you've got a grudge against Barack Obama and all things Democrat.
No.
So
I don't care.
I think it was a common mistake, an honest mistake by a guy. Yeah, he did make a mistake.
Honest?
And I'm just kind of, I think it was an honest mistake.
How about a dishonest mistake?
You're calling him a dishonest man?
Yes.
You call him a crook?
Yes.
You're crazier than a loon.
No.
This is the same guy who John McCain wanted to be in this same position.
I
guess Sam Cox and all the nutcases out there thinks he's a criminal and should be put away. I, for one, don't. Let's see this man get appointed.
It's hard to keep a straight face and say that, isn't it?
It sort of is, because if you or I have done it, we'd be in the Bastrop Federal
Or
Prison.
if you worked for IRS, you'd be fired for a lot less than that.
Remember, the Treasury Secretary also oversees the Internal Revenue Service.
Yes.
Barack Obama has promised a new era, a change. Open, honest government
start, is it?
with ethics and integrity. It's a horrible start.
Yeah.
Bill Richardson already has pulled out because he's under a cloud of suspicion for corruption in New Mexico. Now we learn that Geitner went 4 straight years, signed documents, knew he was responsible for paying Social Security taxes on his income. He didn't do it. He only paid it back with interest when he was caught and forced to do it.
Oh, and don't forget that he would send his little kid off to day camp, summer day camp, and then wrote that off as child care, and it is not allowed. And if he either has an idiot for a CPA, or he's an idiot, or both.
When he was in the Clinton administration, his job was to oversee the IRS.
Yeah.
He's no dummy.
He'll be appointed, but it is unfortunate.
Yes, he will be.
He let the things fall through the cracks.
You're right, Ed, because he has been anointed as the guy who's smart enough to solve all of these financial problems. But Sam is right. It is now a black hole sucking in more and more companies and entities, and it's growing by the day.
And when you have a black hole, you have to let it take its natural course. It's going to suck in all the dead wood. It's going to burn it up.
Gravity.
Along with all of our tax dollars to the tune of now $8 trillion plus. It's going to get larger. Every day it gets larger. Even T. Boone Pickens is asking for bailout money for something he hasn't even lost money on yet.
T. Boone Pickens and Larry Frent, the pornographer, want to bail out.
Oh, yeah. Let's be sure and give Penthouse a little bailout money.
That's not Penthouse. It's another magazine. No, it's not Playboy. It's another magazine.
Hustler? What is it?
Bingo.
I knew we'd find one of them. I'm just not a regular reader as you are, Ed. I'm glad you corrected me.
I read the articles in those magazines.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Scholarly research.
Yes.
Guys, let's also talk about Super Bowl Sunday. Austin Police Chief Art Acevedo on our radio show today announced that he's going to have another no refusal Sunday on Super Bowl Sunday. In simple terms, that means anybody pulled over on suspicion of drunk driving who refuses to do the breath test, the chief and his guys and gals are going to get a judge to give a court order so blood can be drawn from that drunk driving suspect. What do you make of this, Ed?
I think it's a bad idea. I think this infringes on our rights. I don't think this is the American way. I like Chief Acevedo, but I'm dead set again. You're incriminating yourself. You should be given the option not to blow, not to take the blood test, or not to take the walk. I think this is bad, too much police, too big government, period.
You are given the option. And that first option...
Oh, you're not in this deal, Sam.
Would you let me finish? When you get your driver's license and you sign the back of it...
Oh, here we go again.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
It says you will, not may, as a precondition to drive, which is a privilege, you will give a sample of your breath or blood, period. And if you don't, certain things are going to happen.
Okay. I choose not to give a sample of my blood or my breath.
Right.
Or my speech.
Then we get a search warrant.
Oh, gosh.
Issued by a judge. The blood is drawn by a certified phlebotomist.
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 Phlebotomist?
Yes.
Phlebotomist.
Bloodsucker. Certified bloodsucker.
There you go, vampire. It is all legal.
I know.
It is all legal.
I see
you
your
can
point.
appeal that till the cows come home.
I just
but it's
respectfully
legal.
disagree that someone
You don't
should not
like it.
When they
discriminate.
start sticking a needle into your body.
Exactly. That's to me, Sam, that's
Well,
a little
then,
too much.
Blow on the tube.
Well, you have
That's
that option
another
not to blow on the tube, too.
And you have the option to refuse the blood test.
And you've got an option,
Then,
ultimately-
Then they get a search warrant.
Ultimately, you have the option, don't drink and drive. Period.
That's the ultimate option.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot for joining us on the vodcast.
Hello. Yes, Chief Acevedo, yo. Sam's license plate is...
No,
we gotta
Ed's
go.
license plate. And he leaves here right about now.
Join us on the radio every weekday morning, 5:30 to 10. Mark, Ed, and Sergeant Sam on KLBJ.